Hi, this is Joy with JMA Accounting Services. Welcome back to my van office. This is the second video in a series of videos regarding the new coronavirus laws that have been passed in the last few weeks. For this video, I would like to talk about stimulus payments. Please keep in mind that information is coming out regarding all of the processes for this, and it's coming out daily. So every day we learn something new, and that's because the different government agencies are still working out the details. But for this video, I'd like to talk about what we know at this moment in time regarding the stimulus payments, because everybody wants to know if they're going to get a check and when they'll get a check. So what this is for everybody who makes under the threshold, I'm not going to give all of the details and all of the thresholds. I'm trying to keep this video as concise as possible, but if you are under the threshold in your income for this, then you will get $1,200 for each adult, $500 for each child. So that's a significant payment. If one of the questions that I've been asked is, if you didn't get direct deposit on your last tax return, does that mean you have to wait forever to get paid from this, to get a check? The IRS is coming out with a web portal. They have not come out with it, at least not as of 7:30 this morning. It was not out. They're working on it, but they're going to come out with a web portal. So if you don't have your bank information on file with the IRS, or if it's changed, you can log in and set that up. Direct deposit is going to be the fastest way to get your payment. If you're waiting for a check, you're going to wait a while. They are trying to issue out these payments within the next 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, but keep in mind, there's a lot of things that the IRS and the different government agencies are working on, and they're also working with fewer staff members. So please be patient. But there's a lot of good news that's come out just in the last 1 to 2 days. So if you haven't, if you know that they don't have your bank information, keep an eye out. We'll let you know as soon as we see that portal is up. I personally will have to do that portal. When you're a small business owner, a lot of times you don't get a refund. So the portal is going to be huge to a lot of small business owners or people who owed, even if they weren't a small business owner. The getting direct deposit is definitely the way to go if you don't want to have to wait. Another question I've been asked is, what if I haven't filed my tax returns and I'm behind? Right now, the information that's coming out says that you will still get your stimulus check after your returns have been filed. If you haven't filed your 2019 return, that's not even due until July 15th. They're gonna use your 2018 return to see if you qualify. If you haven't filed your 2018 return, then we need to file it. There's not gonna be a time where it's shut down to where you can't get your stimulus payment. You just want to file it as soon as possible so that you can get your stimulus payment sooner over later. But once you file your return, then they will calculate whether or not you qualify for the stimulus payment based on that. Another thing to keep in mind, the IRS is coming out with simplified returns for people who aren't required to file. Yesterday they were saying even if you get Social Security and you're not required to file, that you would need to file a simplified return. When I looked online this morning, they had sent out a notice late at night, I guess, because it wasn't there when I looked last time, that Social Security, people who receive Social Security don't have to do the simplified return to get their payment. But one thing I did notice is that if you're getting Social Security, it's going to base it on just as an individual, so you'll only get the $1,200. So if you're on Social Security and you have other dependents living with you, keep an eye out on that. It might be pertinent to do the simplified return just to make sure you get more of a stimulus payment. But again, I don't have all the details. The IRS hasn't released all the details. When they do, we will let you know. Another thing to keep in mind, this stimulus payment, while you're getting it now, it's going to be based as a credit on your 2020 tax return. So if your income has changed from where they're calculating that from in 2018 and 2019, and it has changed in 2020, that could affect it. While a lot of people's income is probably going down, that would make it to where you don't if your income has come down from 2018 and 2019 and you receive a stimulus payment, you probably don't have to worry. But if it's gone up, if you're able to bear through the storm and you're able to still have a successful business, or you're still employed and you're able to make even more money than you were making before, it might be a good idea to consult with your accountant, because you could end up having to pay some of it back. The thresholds are kind of high for a lot of people, but there's a lot of people who would fall into that threshold. So if you're concerned, definitely contact us and give us a call or send us an email or a text. We'll be happy to work through your questions. But for right now, if you know you're under the threshold, just be smart with the money. Make sure your rent, your mortgage, your utilities, things that keep you able to live in your home, make sure those are taken care of first. Even though a lot of governors have issued things to where people can't be evicted, at some point that those laws will go away. And if you haven't kept up on your living expenses, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So make sure that those expenses are first covering your basic needs. If your basic needs are met, then please put them into other businesses. Purchase things from small businesses, food, whatever a small business is selling. The more we invest in each other, the better. Also keep in mind your local congregation. Churches have been closed and they could be suffering. We gotta make sure we're taking care of each other in all of this. So if you have any questions, please give us a call or send us a text or an email. Our phone number is 262-977-6017. If you get a voicemail, leave us a message. We'll give you a call as soon as we can. If you send us a text, please include your name, your business, if you're part of a business, and your question. That way we know it's not spam. If you want to send us an email, info@jmaccountservices.com. And just bear in mind, we're getting a lot of people with questions, a lot of people needing help. And we're also doing tax returns in the middle of this. So be patient. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. You can see us and message us through Facebook, Instagram, and I believe Twitter's up and running, but I don't handle the social media. But definitely contact us and we'll be glad to help you. Our goal is to try and help as many people as we can so that we can all get through this, and we can this can just be a strange memory. All right, stay safe, stay well, and God bless.